Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV, which is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, and we do what? We feed the homeless. Vino Entertainment TV is always out in the community, having fun, interacting with the community, just basically hanging out, which is very fun in the community, interacting with people, knowing them, knowing what's going on with their life, and how to interact with each other there in the community as well when you're being homeless. You know, when you're homeless or as unfortunate rather, you do have a lot of tension on you at that time, but sometimes don't all sometimes things look up for a homeless person, but they still have the mind of being, hungry or things of that sort. But hey, today's show is going to be about how do our kids, what our kids are doing in school. Are we watching our kids and what they're doing in school? Because we do know um, things have been pretty bad as in the schools as far as the firearm, the mass shootings, as far as the kids taking firearms to school, kids are not acting correctly in school, things of that sort. So things are not going too good in schools right now. And also, they're having a problem with drugs as well in school. And you all know that at certain ages, kids don't have money for drugs for school, and those things have to be given to them freely. And we're not buying them for our kids as well, right? Right. So therefore, some kind of way they're getting these drugs into the school to be for our kids to get a hold to. And when it's done at school, we think that our kids are at school, are being protected, is being watched. We're not thinking that anything bad is going to happen to them as far as drugs or a mass shooting like that at schoolhouse, things like that. So we're letting our kids go to school with the free thought that, we're trusting the school, the superintendents, the principal, the teachers, the subs, whichever way it may be, we're depending on them to do what? Take care of our kids once they leave home. But unfortunately, sometimes we know that teachers, principals, administrative office cannot always take care of kids and always keep an eye on them, because they have things to do too, as far as teach school and give the kids an education. That's what they are there for. But some kind of way, these drugs are making it to our schools, and man, it's really bad for our kids. And like I said, we're not knowing what's going on, and it's not a really good look. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, check your kids' backpack. See what's going on with your kids. Sit them down, talk to them. You just don't never know what you might find out that you may need to know. You see what I'm saying? And the things that we need to know, sometimes we don't really know, because sometimes we don't go to PTA meetings. We don't call our students, our child. We don't go to the schoolhouse, see how they're interacting, how they get along with kids. We're not doing none of that. We just send our kids to school and say, hey, we just send them to school and just, they'll be all right. But you always have to call schools to check on your child to see how they're progressing, or go to school to see how they're interacting with other kids, to see if that school really a good fit for them. That school may not be a good fit for them. You see what I'm saying? Things may be going on at the schoolhouse that your kid may be scared to tell you about. You just never know. You see what I'm saying? And those are things, that chances that we have to take. That's why I always say, talk to your kids. Find out what's going on, how they're interacting with school. You see what I'm saying? What you might need to know, just ask a small question. The small questions is what not being answered. It's the big questions are being answered. If you ask the small questions, what you really need to know, you probably get the answers that you really, really need, instead of answering the big question, because nobody really asks the small questions. They always ask the big questions. Right. Hello, Sarah, TT. Now I'm on watch Miss Red. Who is it down here? Sarah T. Now I'm on watch Miss Red. Toya, hi Toya, new adventure. But yeah, so we got to be really careful about how our kids interact with school, y'all, and what's going on with their lives. And we got to go to school to see what's going on and be nosy. If you got to be nosy, and it ain't being nosy when it comes down your kid, it's being concerned parent when it comes down your kid. So it's not being nosy. It's being concerned about your parent, your child, what's going on, how they interact with school, are the grades okay? And sometimes we have to go to PTA meetings sometime, y'all. We need to go to the PTA meetings to know what's going on in schools, right? Right. We got to go on to schools, y'all, to figure out what's going on. Even though right now schools are getting ready to get out of school, things are getting ready to end in school, but still, you need to know what's going on with your child in the school, in the public schools. You see what I'm saying? And we all know public schools have a lot of things that go on that we might not know, and we hear on TV, and we'd be so shocked, like, what? What school was that? Oh, I'm glad my kid don't go to school. Right, your kid might not go to school, but somebody else's kid went to school with those problems. So we always have to keep our head up and pray for each and every incident that do occur in schools. So that way we can stay on top of everything that go on with the schools, our kid, and things of that sort. So make sure you always interact with your kids, so your kids always feel comfortable with you to tell you things that's going on with them that they need to tell you, or they may be scared to tell you, or ashamed to tell you. So you always want to make your child comfortable where they can always come to you and speak to you on any matter or anything that's going on with them, so they can be secure with them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Yeah, Cookie, we love you, Cookie. Most definitely. Anyway, let me take my sign down here. Anyway, fentanyl. We all know about that fentanyl, right? We know that fentanyl is a dangerous drug that has been put out to hurt the adults, to hurt the household, to hurt the kids, really to hurt everything that's going on in your house. Because those drugs do bring down your household spending, activities, interacting with your kids. All those things happen when you on drugs like that. But fentanyl is similar to opioid. Phenols have effects that an effect that you may not be aware of, that you never experienced before. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely that. But however, fentanyl has effects of relaxation, pain reliever, sedation, confusion, dizziness, drowsiness, vomiting, retention, urinary. You know, um, those sound some very ugly things to be having. The way I feel, I don't want to have those kind of side effects. And when drugs have side effects, they make you feel awful. Very, very awful with different side effects. They're also saying that fentanyl affects the last on the amount you took and how they ingested. They said fentanyl effect lasts on how much you took and how they ingested. Fentanyl is not no drug that I even want to do at all. Period. At all. They said the effect can last around 15 minutes to 4 to 6 hours later. Damn. Again, the side effect can last around 15 minutes to 4 to 6 hours later. Wow. Some effects like groggy can last up to weeks after usage. So you can still feel bad after you use this drug. A week later, you can still feel bad on this drug. Dang. Even after weeks of usage. What kind of, man, no, that's nothing I ever want to endure at all. And they were saying the adverse reaction is breathing problems. They give you serious harm of death. And also, if you use, it's also used accidentally, or if it's used accidentally, or it's also used accidentally by an adult. You see what I'm saying? But some adults have, I don't know if it's prescribed, for some adults or how it go, but I know that it's prescribed for a medication. No, I'm sorry, it has not been prescribed for a medication. The pharmaceutical fentanyl list says that a synthetic opioid is approved for treating several pain and advanced cancer pain. And it's 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine. God. 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine. That's a hell of a drug. That's just something that, man, whoa, man, oh man, that's something terrible. 50 to 100 times stronger. That's damn near killing you. You're dead. You're unalive. I'm sorry. You're out of there. How you doing, Miss Red? You're out of there, man. And it's just saying it also can mess with your heart. It can lead to QT syndrome. The heart will slow down. It will slow your heart down, and the heart natural rhythm is disputed. So it's gonna mess with your heart. And who wants anything to mess with their heart? Do you know your heart is the most important thing to you? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to slow down your heart, right? Right. Man. But they say they have a reverse fentanyl. Now, I cannot say this word. And I can't say the word, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's Noxilon. The reverse fentanyl is you can use it with Noxilon. It's a reverse overdose by the harmful drug that you take. That's what they're saying. So I wonder, when you take that, when they give you that Noxalon, I guess that's how you call it, Noxalon, what do we call it, the reverse overdose drug. Now I wonder how long, how do that affect your body? Do it. I know it must do it instantly. It must affect it real instantly. But do you still have a bad side effect after they hit the Noxalon? After they hit you with the um, reverse fentanyl. I wonder, do you have a bad effect once they use that on you? I wonder, to bring you back. I wonder. Now my wife said, "Thanks, Perp." Perp said, "Hey, everyone," but I wonder, do it give you an after effect once they hit you with that Noxalon? Do it make you feel drowsy or down, or how would it just make you feel once they hit you with it? You know what I'm saying? Because if the drug gives you a side effect up to 50 to 100% stronger than morphine, I wonder, when they hit you with that Noxalon, what is how I even say it, I wonder when they hit you with the reverse overdose, how long, it would affect you. Would it give some kind of effect, make you feel drowsy, sluggish, or what it would do to you? I mean, I would like to know that. Hey, Jay, good to see you. TT said. Our Jay said these kids are very savvy nowadays. Fight every day, man. Do they? Jay, let me just ask you real quick. Have you seen those videos here in Dallas where they meet up and greet and just break out fighting in the parking lots and stuff? What's that about? Is this something they do now, a new thing where they go out and hang out and fight? They all meet in a certain space, in a certain spot. They plop to meet it and don't tell nobody, and they all just get out there and hang out to fight. Is that what they do now? Because I've been seeing that lately, and I've been kind of confused about that. I don't understand that. That's crazy. They're saying that you can buy a Noxalon kit if you use this while waiting on the ambulance. They're saying that they have a kit you can use while you're waiting for the emergency service to get there to help you. So I guess it's good to always have a kit around. I guess somebody do drugs heavy like that, or that's crazy, insane, or some mess like that. I mean, I don't know, but get some help. Those struggling with drugs addiction, reclaim your life from drugs. You see what I'm saying? Because those kind of drugs right there, those people that I see on drugs, on heavy drugs, they be out of it. I mean, and I don't hang around people like that, but when I see them, or they talking to themselves, or they be in their own little zone, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna stir, yeah, and I'm gonna look, yeah, I'm gonna be like, dang, what's wrong with them? And me, I'm already knowing what's wrong with, but I'm like, what's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Toya said, I had my, let's see, Toya said, I had my teacher's number when they were in school. Oh, you had your kids' teacher number. Oh, really? So you were very involved in your kids when they were in school. That's good. Hey, that's real good. You have to be involved in your kids' life. Most definitely. Most definitely. China is the main source of fentanyl. They have thousands of labs over there to poison our kids with they bring these narcotics over to the United States. China is the main source again for the fentanyl. They have thousands of labs over there. They have poisoned our kids. How about that? Did you know that? Right. They most certainly do. They got that. And if you go to your web and look for sources in your city and state, you can do that for your help. Some people be like, well, I don't know where I'm getting no help at. Or They may act like they little shame or whatever. Don't be ashamed to get no help if you want the help. You have to want the help to get off of narcotics. If you don't want the help, that means you're not going to get off of it because you don't want the help. That means you think it's okay to be the way that you are. TT says fentanyl is given in hospitals after major surgeries, and the effects are now were close to what it is when retrieved off the street. Is a very deadly drug. It is, TT. It is. And really, be honest about it, they're not even talking about that in the schoolhouses. They're keeping it really quiet. They're not saying nothing at all. It's like it's not even happening in the schools, but it's happening. And remember those colors. Kids love colors, colors. And those drugs, those narcotics are very colorful. The fentanyl is very colorful. So kids like colors, and when they like colors, that enthuses them. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we have to remember. Colors is what that attract our kids. Colors. And also you can contact the Texas Health Behavior Center also for help. They have overdose prevention classes. You know what I'm saying? If you are in that state of mind, you really want some help, there's help. Get the help. Protect your loved ones. And once you get the help that you need to get off of narcotics, you can see more clearly. You can think more better. Your outlook, when you go outside, it'll be much greener, brighter, prettier, smell fresher to you. You see what I'm saying? Because you're on a different mind frame now. And then when you're on a different mind frame, you also can go back and teach someone or tell someone about the narcotics that you took as well. You see what I'm saying? Miss J said, yes, TT, the street version will take people out. Yes, it will, Miss J. It will take them out of there, and you trying to figure out what's wrong with your kid, you won't even know. Tony said, fentanyl is a strong substance, and for a while here, it was taking a lot of people's life. Yeah, and people were still taking it. They were still taking it, even though it was taking their life away. They were still taking it. They didn't care. There was a chance, a chance that they would take just for a quick fix. Just for a quick fix. Man, say that we gotta do better than that. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you.
Every night you always in my dreams. It seems that you're the only one that's left for me. Every time I fantasize, you're right there out in my mind, and I can't move on, 'cause I can't let you go. You're the one for me. But I'm still lonely because you died. It makes me cry. And sometimes I ask the Lord why He took you away from me. And my heart's all empty, but your memories, they keep me strong. They keep me so moving right along. I came out to my family. 'Cause boy, you're all I see. I wish that I could see you again. 'Cause I miss when I held your hand.
Yeah, But y'all, um, you know, I see a lot of older people that's on narcotics. You know, I don't see a lot of young people too much on narcotics. I guess because I don't be out in in certain areas. I don't go. I don't really go. I don't go out too much, so I don't know what happened too much at nighttime. But I do know in daytime what I see. You see what I'm saying? I don't know about. I haven't never seen too many. I haven't even really seen any teenager on the fentanyl, but I have seen one or two adults on it before, you know what I'm saying, and acting real crazy and looking all wild, you know what I'm saying. But it's never too late to start a journey to make a change, you know what I'm saying. Just no one can make you change but you. Like I said, you can only be the strong-minded person. And if you know, like I know how narcotics are hurting the grown-ups, of course they're hurting our kids. They are hurting our children. And we need to look out more what's going on with our kids. And when you see an adult out of place with a kid shouldn't be there, how do you know they're not giving them narcotics or really anything that's not good for them? You see what I'm saying? You know, our kids, will not come to you. That's why I say you got to keep an eye on your kids. Check their backpacks. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared of going on backpacks. Don't be scared of going on cell phones. See what they're talking about, or how what they're interacting with, who they're interacting with, what kind of peers they hanging around with, who's calling them. You see what I'm saying? You got to do that because you never know who's feeding your kids narcotics. You just don't know. You don't know. You know. I'm really scared now for schools and our kids in school, because when I was going to school, we didn't have things those kind of harmful narcotics like that. If they did, I didn't know about it. My mama didn't mention to me about the narcotics like that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But from 2019 to 2021, more than 106,000 drug overdose deaths that was reported. That's a lot of overdose death to be reported. I mean, a lot. You know, death involving synthetic opioids and other methadone, primarily fentanyl, continue to rise between 70,000 overdose deaths. Maybe within a few months, they say a few months. So you trying to tell me everybody's on fentanyl? No, everybody's not on fentanyl at all. They're saying the fentanyl #1 cause of overdose drug in our country, surpassing heroin by a large margin. Again, fentanyl is the #1 cause of overdose death in our country, surpassing heroin by a large margin. Heroin is a strong drug. I have seen some fools act a fool on heroin. Really, I really have. God. Toya said, past that. I'm pretty. I'm petty. I want my own. Hello, big. Big Slum said, big facts. Fentanyl fall around looks like a mix between Skittles and Sweet Tarts. Yeah. And they just give it to our babies. Y'all know our kids ain't going to school with that mess. We ain't giving our kids no money to go to school, buy that kind of stuff. It's giving to them. A trial package. Give it to your friends. Share with your friends. Getting somebody hooked. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. TT says, girl, I don't know if I'm saying that word right or not. Knock on one, I don't know. Will only remain in a person's system for 30 to 90 minutes. So the reverse effect depends on how much of fentanyl digests. A person can still unalive if not enough is given to reverse the overdose. Oh, so do they have a different kind of effect when the overdose hit them? or do they still be drowsy and in a groggy mood? I wonder. Jay said, "Get it off the black market." Yes, it's just crazy, and we have to monitor our kids' money. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say we have to now monitor kids' money because to make sure they're not spending in the wrong places, giving to the wrong people, or buying the wrong things. We don't know because we're being real trustworthy of our kids doing the right things and not falling to the wrong environment, but it's not happening like that no more. We're in a whole new world now. We're in a whole new nation. We're in a whole new place. People are taking things out of control now and taking things and giving to our kids. When we start giving things to our kids and start giving firearms to our kids and easily buying those ghost gun firearm kids, we got to start stepping up to the plate as parents because we don't want them things in our kids' hand. I don't want them things in my kids' hand. I don't. And I don't want I got a niece to go to school. I got nieces. I got nephews to go to school. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want them to endure in those kind of drugs. You see what I'm saying? The drugs that I know not good for them, to hurt them. Because I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see them not succeed in school because once you give a person narcotics, a small kid, they can get sick. They can pass away. It can do any harmful things to a kid. And of course, we don't want to hurt our kid. We want to see our kid to be better than what we are. And we have to keep on our mind, our kids is our future. Our kids is our future. The kids is our future. People don't keep that in mind. They forget the kids are the future. They think that they are the future. And you are not the future, parents. You are the person that's of the past. Your future is gone. Your future is no more. You know what I'm saying? You just have things to look forward to. But the kids that's under us, these kids that's in school, are our future. That's our future doctors, nurses, principals, bankers, everything. So, of course, we don't want our kids to endure those kind of narcotics. And, of course, we want our kids to be able to go ahead and go to school and go to college and succeed on in life. But when we have these knuckleheads out here giving these kids these fentanyl pills and then these opioids and these firearms, that's not right. That ain't cool because I'm not into hurting other people. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's not into hurting other people. You know, it's crazy. You know, I remember when I was going to school, they used to have people come out. We used to go to the auditorium. And the auditorium, people come out and they be speaking to us and everything. People don't even go out no more. They speak at schools anymore and to enlighten the kids at school or what's going on. And like I said, the parents don't even go to PTA meetings anymore. You know, they need people to come back out to schools like they used to and speak to us in the auditorium so we can have a knowledge of what's going on within school, you know, and they're letting us know more that you care about your students. They're at your school to get an education. That's basically just all I mean, you know. And we want to make sure our kids, you know, don't fall down below the waysides, you know. And if you've been there before, you know what I mean when I say that. Now, and they're also saying that, you know, even though some of the teenagers are getting unalive from a lot of overdose or whatever, you know, and they have counterfeit pills. Counterfeit pills. Man, counterfeit pills. You know, it's a lot of things that's being man-made, you know what I'm saying, that's led into this country to come over to the United States to hurt us. You know what I'm saying? And when those things come across the water to hurt us, they're not being inspected. They just come across the water and, you know, just with no choice of being looked at or anything. It's been smuggled over here. You see what I'm saying? And the things that's being smuggled over here, and then the bad things that we're getting a chance to be endured with. You know, and the American fentanyl crisis has gotten heavy. It only got heavy during the C-19 pandemic. That's when it got when it got heavy. I don't know, people just had too much time on their hand, and you know what I'm saying, during the pandemic time, and just want to sit around and just do drugs and just for relaxation to calm them down or to make them feel better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I know the dosage of 700 micrograms can unalive a user of this drug. Most definitely can unalive a user of this drug. Pastors said they think it's cool to poison the youth with that mess. What about the future generation? They don't care. Tardy said just here in Birmingham, a kid overdosed because of some candy another student gave her. Dang. And it was on the news. It was very sad because the child that gave it to her thought they thought it were gummy bears. See there? See? See what I'm saying? Gummy bears. Doggone gummy bears. That baby thought she was giving away some gummy bears to somebody, just giving something sweet to eat. Just being kind and giving them something. Gummy bears. Tori said, school's down the street. Oh, school was down the street from you? Oh, my. Hello, Dragon. How you doing? That's crazy. See what I'm talking about? Gummy bears. A doggone gummy bear. But it was some drugs. Narcotics. Man, look at him. Wow. But yeah, they said fentanyl got real bad during the pandemic. And can I see that? I can't see that. I can't really see that even really affecting you during the pandemic unless you were weak. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were weak. That's how I put it. You let a narcotic come over you to overcome you from what you was or what you was trying to do to affect you. No, man. And they're saying fentanyl is demising more young Americans also when it came down to the C-19. So it wasn't the old people buying the fentanyl. It was the young people buying the fentanyl during the pandemic. Isn't that crazy? So that means that man was that man in that corner, the hustle man in that corner, checking that in his pocket and in his hand. That means that he gave a lot of merchandise out to a lot of young kids who didn't even need it and don't even know what they were doing. Dang. That's crazy. Man, look here. I just can't get caught up with stuff like that. I don't understand that. That's crazy. That is real crazy. You know, if you know somebody who's on drugs like that, you know, try your best to try to, I don't know, talk to them or see if you give them some kind of help or take them somewhere.
Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV. Vino Entertainment TV is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, molestation, and feeding the homeless. And the Vino Entertainment team is in the community. Vino Entertainment TV is giving love, peace, and inspiration. Thank you for believing in.
All right, thank you for believing in Vino Entertainment TV. All right, y'all know what?
Subscribe.
My phone be missing, my bad.
Peace and love. Vino Entertainment TV.
Yeah, my day ain't been going so good. Boy, I tell you, phone been messing up. And I'm thinking to myself, it's been those spy balloons. I don't care what nobody say. Spy balloons. I hope you been doing okay, Dragon. You been doing okay, baby? Good to see you again, sir. Tori said, hello, Dragon. Hope all is well. All right, Tori, that's right. But y'all know Chief Garcia. If you're from Texas, everybody know old Garcia down there at DPD down there. You know, he's been trying his best to do a good job. You know what I'm saying? He has been making a lot of arrests. You know, and a lot of arrests has been in a string of unaliving teens in this fentanyl overdose. This man has been on his job. He's been trying to shut things down. He has closed a lot of narcotic houses down, trap houses down. He's trying to get this out of our city of Texas. And he's been doing a pretty good job of it so far that I know of. Miss Jason probably did. Sad part is they are putting it in everything, even OTC medication. What's that? Notice to the U.S. sad situation. You know, we let everybody come to our country. You know what I'm saying? And when people come to our country, they bring all kind of things in with them. You know what I'm saying? The wrong things, the right things. But I don't think those things didn't get checked properly. But you also had a place where you had an underground where you smuggle things underground. So that way you won't get busted and you cannot get busted and you can take anything you want to take in and out the United States and you will not get caught. And that's something that we need to stop because those drugs are coming through underground to hurt our kids, to damage them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, I have never seen a little kid take that narcotic. I never seen a little kid endure it. So I don't know how a little kid would react, in that situation. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know how an adult act when they done had an overdose. I never seen a person who have had an overdose before. You see what I'm saying? Tony said, Dragon, all I want to say to you is, okay, I'm gonna let you pass that by. But yeah, so teacher said, oh, I know that was sad, heartbreaking about the guy who had all kinds of drugs in a book bag. Yeah. And his son accidentally took the book bag to school and pulled the drugs out in the classroom. Yeah, TT, that baby's gonna share all them drugs with everybody in that school. Everybody. And everybody in that school gonna be what? High. Everybody's gonna be high in that school. And how we know they wasn't gonna embarrass? Like they said earlier, it was not even skills. Anything to look like it was some kind of candy. You see what I'm saying? And with things like candy, sometimes teachers don't say them because the teachers thinking that it's candy that they are eating, but it's not candy. Teachers, if you're out there, when you see a child eating candy or they passing candy along, make sure that's candy that they're passing along. Make sure that it's safe what they're giving out. Make sure that it's not harmful to them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes teachers, you got to step in. Some teachers do step in. You got those that I don't care, just don't care. You don't be, if you're a teacher that you don't care what's going on with your students in school, you don't need to be there. You're in the wrong position. Take your place, take your ethics and your job working ethics somewhere else, because right there at the schoolhouse, you're not needed at the school. You're not no good for the school. Teachers said good things was in a classroom and not out of a teacher's eyesight that could have been deadly to a lot of children that day. Yeah, could have been. Can you just imagine how many phone calls was gonna be made that day? God, do you just imagine how it could have been dramatic? Man, it would have been all kind of ambulance at that school, all kind of policemen, all kind of fire trucks, the parents going crazy about the kids. Y'all know when parents hear things going to school, we'll run up there and get real crazy, and before you know it, it'd be full of parents at the schoolhouse. We all trying to rush in and see what's going on, but that's how it ended up being. That's how it ended up being. Tori said, I remember that, TT. I remember that too, TT. I remember, but my thing is, what made that man put them drugs in that baby's backpack? He can go get his own backpack. He can go get a damn Walmart bag, Save Life bag, Kroger bag, Tom Thumb bag, put his drugs in instead of a backpack with his child take to school. And the kid was not in the wrong because the kid, that's his backpack. I'm going to pick my backpack up and put on my bag, not knowing that I'm carrying drugs to school. To school. Again, to school. Check those backpacks, parents. Please, 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 please. Teacher said, right, taking elders to school. They done stole from the parents And the kids on the playground hide their hearts. Errors. And I want my daughter back in public school. I'm too nervous. Oh, and I ain't. Well, you don't want the daughter back in public school. I know, TT. Public schools will make you nervous to hear the things you hear on school, on TV, and the things your child may come and tell you what happened in school. Yeah, you don't want your kids going to school. You want to teach them at home. You know what I'm saying? And that way you got an eye on them. You can see what they're doing at home, and you ain't got to worry about nobody putting drugs in their backpack or giving them narcotics to school. Think it's a gummy bear and some drugs to hurt them. To hurt our babies. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how bad that situation could have been at that school if that child did share those drugs? Oh my God. My God. And the parents should have took his ass to jail. He deserved to be in jail. He need to be still in jail right today. That's right today. He needs to still be in jail because he knew better than what he had done. Okay? Don't take your kids' things and make it to be yours. If you're that side to go get your own bag, backpack, purse, wherever you put your narcotics in to go sell your things, that's your problem. I mean, you don't need to sell them there because you ain't got to put them in the house. Better yet, go get you a job. Again, get you a job. Yeah, a job. You know, just imagine, your teenager taking a dosage of 700 micrograms. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot. I've seen parents, like I said, I've seen parents on drugs, but I've never seen a kid on fentanyl. I've seen a kid maybe on marijuana, on that ganja, you know what I'm saying? But I've never seen a kid, tripping out on drugs or spinning out of control because they took some kind of drug. I've never seen that before in my life. I never been in that position before. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I haven't been in a position before, and I don't never want to be in that position before. And I don't want to be in a position where I got to take somebody to the hospital because they have an overdose. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have no kind of kit, to save nobody. I don't have no medical. I'm not in no medical field to save a life. You know what I'm saying? I can't do none of that. I can't do anything. And I'm sure I'm not the only one dude that's not in no medical field. They know what to do when a person be on having a drug attack or what you want to call it. I mean, I don't know. The only thing I know to do is what? Call that 911 for you. You see what I'm saying? Maybe somebody in the crowd may be experienced to help you out. But as far as me, I can't help you. I cannot help you. I don't have that kit in my car. I don't have that kit in my purse. I don't have that kit at all. I don't have that kit. I do not have that kit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to have that kind of kit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, anybody that's taking that kind of drug, person that's close to me. I don't know nobody like that. I don't know nobody who's taking opioids or methadone. I don't know anybody did nothing. Now I know people that might smoke a little marijuana, a little ganja, but as far as drugs like that, I don't know nobody, and I don't want to know anybody. Period. That takes drugs like that at all. It's always some kind of new drugs coming into our United States, to hurt us. There's always some kind of new drug to come into our nation to hurt us. It's new drugs coming in every day that we don't even know about. It's new narcotics coming every day that we don't know about. And when we do find out about it, it be like, oh my God, that's a bad drug. When they get that drug out, I never heard that before. You see what I'm saying? That's how I am. I never heard that before when they come out. You know what I'm saying? Enlighten me on things like that. That's how I feel. I mean, I don't know. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody know anybody who has been on fentanyl or any kind of narcotics, is acting crazy, out of control, that needed some kind of help or overdose and unalive themselves, you can always go ahead and hit that link. But I always be concerned about your kids when they be in school. I always get in school to see what's going on. I don't crave, Mom, I don't want you to come to school, and Mom, you don't embarrass me. Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass you for coming to school anyway. So yeah, I guess you're gonna get embarrassed because I'm coming to the schoolhouse to see what's going on. I definitely am, because when my kid was going to school and he got in trouble, I was at that school on his butt. I promise you I was at school on his butt. Because I wanted to know what's going on with my kid at school. And as well, when he came home from school, I made sure that I knew what's going on with my kid at all time. All time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying you can know your kid at all time, and think he's not doing nothing. No, that's not true. You can know your kid at all time, where your kid's at all time, and he's still gonna be doing something wrong. True. That's true. So I just can't say that. I can't. Yeah. But y'all, if you know anybody that's on fentanyl, that's on any kind of narcotics, y'all go ahead and try to get them some kind of help. Don't just sit there and laugh at them while they're going through the problem or whatever. I mean, try to get them some kind of help. Like I said, there's sources on the internet. You can call for help. The 211. They have all kind of places so you can get some kind of help for your loved ones or a friend's kid or anything like that. And then, so always be knowledgeable about what's going on with your kid. I always say, check your kid's backpack. I always say, know what's going on with your kid. I always say, check the kid's phone. I always say, you got to take your phone from your kid for 2 or 3 hours a day so you can get time to get in and get their mind straight, the homework, and get all the things out the way, the chores and everything. That's what you do. You take those phones from the kids. You take them backpacks. You check all them things to make sure your child is okay. Because believe you me, the only one can check and see if your child's okay and things are up with your kid is you. And you got to be the concerned parent of all your kids' needs. You understand me? And because if you don't do it, somebody's going to do it for them, and it's not going to be the right way. So as you know, we don't want nobody to take care of our kids the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always up to us to treat our kids and understand our kids, to watch our kids and listen to our kids to know what's going on with them in their life. Not instead just pushing them out of the way and I don't want to hear this and go play and things like that. That's why kids are out of order. Parents are too busy trying, I don't want to hear this, go outside and play and whatever. No, that kid's trying to get your attention. They're trying to tell you something. You got to listen. If you don't listen, you're going to miss out on what your kid is trying to tell you, if you're in trouble or not. You got to listen. Wake your ass up. Stop drinking. Slow down. Stop going to the club so much. Listen to your kid and interact with your kids. That is wrong with you parents right today. You're not listening. You got to give a listening ear. Give a listening ear. Please give a listening ear to your kids. Please. I'm telling you, please. Also, I just want to say that I'm going to be doing back to school things like I always do. I did last year. This year, I'm going to do haircuts. The guy in South Dallas at King's Haircuts, he's going to give me a great deal on haircuts for young kings. So I'm going to give at least 20 to 25 haircuts out to young men this year so they can go to school to look the presentable way. I'm not saying I'm not down any parent, but I know some parents are short on money. Some parents can't get kids haircut to the next following week they get paid. We know how it go. Some parents get paid weekly, some get paid every other week, some get paid once a month. Hey, y'all know what the deal is. We all do, right? Right. Teacher says stay on them that proves you love them and shows them they have support. Yes. And also, this show is also about domestic violence. TT put up here, if you know a friend, it's a domestic violence. If you know someone who need any kind of help that's on narcotics, help them. But TT put this up here because of a reason. We've been hearing a lot about domestic violence lately in these YouTube streets. A lot about domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? And this is a number I wish you could take down and hand to your friend. And you also got one for substance abuse. I hand to your friend who's getting abused. You know what I'm saying? You can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. They got to do it on their own. You see what I'm saying? If you got some parents don't have cable, some parents don't have a channel to watch TV, you know what I'm saying? If you can help them in any kind of way, give them that number. You can help them in any kind of way about drug abuse, help them out, domestic violence, if they need to be fed, help these people out. Y'all see what's going on, right? Y'all watch the news. If you don't watch the news, you hear about it, right? Right. Toya said that's the problem. The kids reach out and parents don't listen. Yes, they reach out. They don't listen. Go on over and play. Go outside somewhere. Go in there, sit down somewhere. Come on now. Toya said, I'm dedicating 5 people. That's Toya Purr. Toya said she dedicated 5 people for what, Toya? To take a challenge? You trying to challenge somebody, Toya? Or you trying to challenge somebody? I want to know. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said earlier, about the haircuts, I'm going to give between 20 to 25 haircuts out for each kid this year. But you have to be in school, y'all. The kid had to be in school to ordinarily get that haircut because of the fact that I'm giving these haircuts out to kids who are going to school to get an education. You see what I'm saying? An education. And if you're over the age of 15 to get this haircut and to get a haircut, if you're over 15, I'm going to need a student ID because, again, these are haircuts for kids who are going to school, who try to make a change, and who is trying to get an education. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, parents don't always have the money when time school starts to get a kid's haircut or school supplies. That's why I give school supplies out. And this is why I'm giving haircuts out this year. Because somebody need it. Come on, y'all. $10 for a haircut? That ain't bad. $12 for a haircut? That ain't nothing. $10 to $12 for a haircut is nothing to get. It's easy to get $10 to $12 for a haircut. Please, if you can donate $10 to $12 for a haircut for one young king to go to school, to look decent at school, please do. You can cash out that to Vino Entertainment TV with a capital V. Okay? I'm not begging, I'm not pleading because I gonna put my money in as well. Don't think I don't put my money in. I put my money in as well. You see what I'm saying? But let's help those kids out to get them some haircuts, please. Please, can you do that? Titi said, confidence inside a haircut is a small act of love to show a child he matters. That's right, Titi. That is right. Because last year, when I went to school, we gave school supplies out, and I went to the barbershop and gave school supplies at the barbershop. That barbershop was full with babies, mamas, daddies up in there. Younger kings, little kids. You see what I'm saying? That might be their last $5, $10, but that baby need that haircut. No, they're going to get that last $5, $10 for that baby. You see what I'm saying? That's what matters. Our kids matter. Toy said, I would do 5 per doing 20. Let's get the ball rolling. You do 5 what? Doing 20. Okay, Perp, you do, Perp. Okay, Toy, you do that? Let's go, Toy. Let's go, y'all. Let's get that child together. Y'all heard me? Let's get them haircuts for them young kings. TT says, gotcha, Toy and Perp. I met y'all. Let's go, TT. Let's go. Let's get them haircuts for them young kings, y'all, this year. To let them go out there and go to school with a good, fresh haircut, like TT said, make them feel good about themselves and confidence. Let me go back to TT. Confidence in that inside of a haircut, she said, is a small act of love to show a child he matters. If y'all can't, please do it. $5, $10. All I'm asking is, I ain't begging, I'm asking for donations for a young king to look decent while he goes to school, on his way to school for the first day of school. Tori said, I challenge each and every person to get on board. Let's go, y'all. Let's get them haircuts. If I get enough money, I'll go beyond 25 haircuts. I'll go to 30 and 40 haircuts. You hear me? And what I'm going to do is have my son be outside that door of that barbershop doing hot dogs. You hear me? Chili dogs. You hear me? Sodas, chips, water. We're going to do this thing this year again. TT says, child, my dollar braids run me close to $150. I already know how expensive it can get. Yeah, a girl's haircut is expensive than a boy's haircut. And then next year, guess what? I might come here and do a girl's haircut next year. A ponytail, 2 braids, something of that sort, something like $25. But I'm going to make sure I stay active in the community and make sure I give donations to the homeless, the kids, or whatever I can give donations to. I would do the clothing as well. If you got clothes, whatever you're not wearing this year for the summer, let me know. You can go somewhere in a local area. I can meet you for some summer clothes to give out to any homeless person that might need summer wear. Also, Tori said, we ain't worried about our nieces. That's right. We ain't worried about her. We got her, TT, most definitely. Most definitely. Tori said, we stand bound together to do what needs to be done for these kids. That's right. Most definitely. You all know that I'm an advocate for firearm violence, domestic violence, being violated, feeding the unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this before I get up off this show. Let me give recognition to my son. Big ups to my son, my oldest G, my oldest king that I have. We were going down 75. The day before yesterday, Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, me and my son was riding down 75. This man was homeless. God help me. You hear me? Help me. Y'all hear me? I'm again gonna say it. Me and my son was riding down 75 downtown Dallas. You hear me? Do you hear me? This man was in the middle of the road with no shoes on his feet. No shoes on his feet, holding a cup. Holding a doggone cup. Feet hot, because the concrete was hot on Friday. I promise it was hot. It was hot. Sarah know the story. Sarah know the story. My son pulled the shoes off his feet. Off his doggone feet. You don't hear me. Come on now. Somebody better say amen. My son gave his shoes off his feet to this man in the middle of the road with no shoes on his feet. The concrete was hot. He was holding the cup. My son had his shoes hanging out the window. I said, what you doing? He said, this man don't have no shoes on his feet. I said, I see that. He said, I'm going to give him the shoes off my feet, mama. You hear me? Again, he gave him the shoes off his doggone feet. And I reached in my purse and gave him some money. I did that. Now you tell me how many of y'all are willing to give somebody homeless the shoes off of your feet? Huh? Tell me that. You tell me, because I would like to know. I'm going to wait. Teacher said we want Vino to go worldwide, state to state, to bring awareness to Vino Entertainment TV. That's right, TT. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go, King. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, TT. That's how you do it. I called Sarah. My son just gave this man the shoes off his feet. And I gave him some money. This man was walking down the street, and the concrete was hot outside on Friday. I know, my God, I know that man's feet was hot. Come on, y'all hear me? Y'all don't hear me. I know that man's feet was hot. And he had a cup and he was sweating. He was hot. Feet hot. My son gave him the shoes off his feet. He didn't have nothing. And my son was riding down the street in the car with socks on his feet. He said, Mama, I'm not worried about it. I got some boots in the trunk. I said, ain't no boots gonna be too hot? He said, nah, I'll be all right. It ain't gonna hurt me. You hear me? Now you tell me how many of you all gonna pull some shoes off your feet and get to someone homeless? Because you're godly. You're just that way. He said he have a lot of shoes at home. It ain't gonna hurt him to give no shoes to nobody. Because the shoes ain't the problem. That's not the problem. That man is homeless and he has nowhere to go. If I had a place where I can put homeless people in, I would do this. I would do that. I would. Sir, I would if I had another person. I know you would, sir. Let's go. I know you would, baby. You're just that kind of person. TT says, I would do it in a heartbeat, per. I stay getting my blessing back because I give when I have to give. Amen to you, y'all. But come on, y'all. They don't know about y'all women up in here. They don't know. Tony said, that's our network. Some people don't know. That's right, y'all. Come on now. Come on. And me, myself, I got plenty of shoes to give away that I don't want. And I'm going to be giving shoes away. Practically brand new that I ain't going to want this year for a donation to somebody who's going to need that. Teacher says sacrifice and love go hand in hand. Come on, y'all. Yeah, go hand in hand, TT. Hand in hand. Hand and doggone hand. I mean that. Toya said she'll take anyone in. I will too, Toya. If anybody's domestic violence, you're in Texas, you need a safe haven place to live in for a few months to get yourself together, I got you. I got your safe haven for a couple of months to get you on your feet. But not come in a Cadillac, but you're going to get out of my house, get on your feet. I'll do that much for your safe haven. Because I don't want to see nobody get beat. I don't want to see nobody hungry. I don't want to see nobody hurt. All I want to see is love, love, love. And this is something the world don't have is love. We are missing love in this country, and that is one of the problems because we don't care about nobody. We concerned about nobody's problem. All we care about in the world is us. And that's the number one problem in the world. We care about nobody but ourselves. And we don't care about what happened to nobody but ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We don't care about nobody's safety but our safety. Come on, y'all. Toya said, I have before and will still will. I know you will, Toya. Me too. Me too. It don't take that much to get nobody. It don't even hurt nobody, help nobody. It ain't gonna hurt you. How's it gonna hurt you? It ain't gonna hurt you do nothing nobody. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get with the program. It's called love. Love. Again, it's called love. Love. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's easy. TT says, I've been without before. I know how it feels. I'm grateful for every blessing I have, from small things to the major things people need to humble themselves. You better say that, girl. You better shut your mouth. Come on now. Come on, TT. I'm telling y'all can learn some things about love and giving. You know what I'm saying? Love and giving. Love and giving. Toya says, when you have experience being homeless, it hits hard. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. When I be out in the community, I be seeing a whole family homeless. My God, come on, y'all. They ain't got nowhere to go, period, in this car. Kids, 2 or 3 kids. The wife, the dad, or the mom, and 2 or 3 kids in the car with all this stuff piled up. I ain't gonna say junk, all their belongings, that what they need and reach to make them whole to get where they need to go to. You see what I'm saying? And it's so many buildings that are empty in this world, all over the country. Why we can't be freely enough and godly enough and gullible enough to open so many empty, vacant buildings, of office buildings, apartments, houses, big house. Why we can't make them into places for the homeless to go to take a bath, to get refreshed, to get their mind together, some kind of resources for jobs, resources for your food stamps, or your Medicaid, or your some kind of insurance. You need some kind of insurance. You're sick. You need some help. I mean, there are free hospitals, true enough. I know that. But they are also overwhelmed nowadays in America. TT said, investing in drama when people don't have to do what they do to help. They are some ungrateful vultures out here. They are, TT. They are very, very ungrateful. Toya said, God brought me from the street where I now have been in my place 8 years. So I have no problem helping anyone. I know that's why my sister, see, that's what I'm saying. Love, just show just a little love, just a little bit. But my person, you have some that are out there by choice, and those that are by force. They all could use some incentives to keep going. Yeah, Perp, man, you better come on and say that. You better say that, Perp. I'm telling y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm telling you, it's nothing to help nobody. Man, only if y'all knew, I'm a giving person. I know Toya, I know TC and Gay, we're giving women. And I know we're not the only people that are getting. It's more than us that's getting women. It's more people that's getting. I know it is. I know it is. I know. But don't forget about it. But like I said, y'all go ahead and send those cash apps in to get those haircuts for the young men this year. And I'm gonna get that this year, and I'm gonna be giving food away. I'm gonna do some food. I'm gonna do a food drive this year. I'm gonna give food away this year. I'm gonna do a little feeding the homeless this year. I want to do some for Juneteenth, but I have to see if my team members are working for Juneteenth. That way I can have some help in the streets to feed the unfortunate people. But if they do be out from work and my team members are able to help me, I may be going to the store to get a lot of hot dogs, and a bunch of buns, you know what I'm saying, and some water, some chips. That's it. I ain't say no sodas. I said some water and some chips. And go feed some of the unfortunate on Juneteenth, and for me just get out the house, me having a good time with the in the community, laugh and talk, and it feels good to be out in the community and laugh and talk with the unfortunate ones, because they're not going to hurt you. They laugh and talk. They tell you their story. You know, they tell you they love you, thank you. They be thankful for whatever they get. They're not ungrateful people. Toy said, one thing I have to say is, on this side we have big hearts. Now my wife, Sarah, TT, and myself. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm telling you, we got to show more love in the community, y'all, and with our kids. You know what I'm saying? We got to start hugging our kids more. Our kids, we live more in school, what's going to school, be more involved. Sometimes go have lunch with them in school, in the cafeteria, or take them lunch. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter, but be more interactive with your kids. Kids and always love them. And hey, you can't take no chances when it comes to our kids, y'all. We got to stay on our toes. We can't take no chances. If you go to school every day, you go to school every day. By all means necessary, you got to go. If you're curious, be curious. You want to make a phone call? You make that phone call. Don't be scared. Well, I don't want to call that. I don't want to be, I want to say I'm doing too much. No, you call that schoolhouse. She was going with your kid. You go up there. She was going with your kid. You go to the cafeteria. She was going with his kid. You take them backpacks. You take them cell phones. You find who their friends are, who they hang around with, see how they are, how their parents are. You know what I'm saying? What the parents' demeanor is. You see what I'm saying? Well, how they interact. You see what I'm saying? You find out things like that when it comes to your kids. Don't let anything bypass you when it comes to yours. What's yours is yours. And that kid is your kid. It's not nobody else's kid but yours. You believe that? You hear me? And I mean that. But y'all know what? I always say, if I forget, I have reached 305 subscribers. So guess what? I will now be giving out my gift. Hey, pretty black girl, you like girl. I will now give my gift out to one king and to one queen who is a subscriber, who has been in the chat, and who can make an answer 1-2 questions about Vino. You know what I'm saying? That, I want to just make sure you pay attention about who Vino is. And what the reason why I started the channel, that's why I'm gonna put so there's some things you might want to know when I get ready to go ahead and get this gift out for being a subscriber, for being here hanging in with me with Vino Entertainment TV, for believing in who I am, for believing in what I do. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm giving a gift out. I'm not giving a gift out just because of whatever. This is the reason why I'm giving this gift out. Oh, she said she was at her cousin's balloon release. Oh, okay. And you know what? I was thinking about having a balloon release in June for Gavin. It depends on how if I be in my feelings or not, because I've been in my feelings lately. About Dino, and my sisters will tell you I've been kind of in my feelings. So it depends on how I feel when June the 30th come around. If I go ahead and do a balloon release, so use that balloon release. Okay. I'm sorry about your cousin. Pretty black. I didn't know that. Use that balloon release. I didn't know it all. See what Sarah said. Sarah said, "Hey, pretty black, give your husband a hug for me, please." Oh yeah, most definitely, y'all. I'm telling you. But Pretty Black is also, she said his so-called best friend shot him in the face twice. Damn. His so-called best friend shot him in the face twice? Really? Wow. Well, guess what? I'm gonna talk about firearm one day this week. So you must come back and tell us somewhat of a story. I ain't saying I want to know all your business, but I just want to know. We just want to know how it happened and what happened for to shoot him in the face twice. Was they fighting? Was they arguing? You see what I'm saying? But usually friends don't do too much fighting and arguing, your best, especially your best friend. You see what I'm saying? But our prayers to you and your family, and I'm sorry things that something that it could not be changed. You know what I'm saying? But I always heard that when things happen, some things happen, it's been wrote in the book already. I don't know how true it is, but you know, it's so that is very, very crazy. You know what? And my ups to my love and virtual hugs to any parent who has lost a child, who is going through any trauma, who is fighting in any cases to try to get your kid back. Much love from being on Entertainment TV and from the subscribers here. But y'all keep an eye on Entertainment TV. Like I said, I will be giving those gifts away. It's not a drawing. It's no drawing at all. I'm not doing no drawing. It is a gift. Just remember, a gift. No drawing, a gift. To a one king and to one queen. And the reason why I said one king, because I do have kings on my show as well as my beautiful queens. Tori said, if you're about to ask me, no, can't play. Oh, let me see. Pretty Black said he claimed he was shooting at someone else, and he hit him in the crossfire, but he left there to die. He left him there to die. So, see what I'm saying, y'all? See what I'm saying? He left. Now, why would he leave? His friend. My God. Y'all better come on. Y'all better wake up. You get the kid know I'm your friend. Yeah, I'm your friend. Come on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. And I hate these firearms that is hurting our kids. I hate that. And they're just letting them loose out here in this world, and they're not controllable. They can be 18 now, 21 to get these handguns, and in Texas you don't have to have a license. And come on, they're just making it just vulnerable for us just to knock us out one by one. And Texas know they're wrong, because why I say they know they're wrong for letting all these firearms release in Texas. You don't have no license, because they're now saying that they're taking what you call those people? I guess it's the Martial Law Act, where they're getting deputies off the street. They're now deputizing people who have firearms in our communities to help them, because they're taking to have too many calls. They don't have enough policemen to handle the things that's going on right now in Dallas, Texas. So I want you to know firearms is one of the problems in Texas, as well as the overdose, the narcotics. They're one of the problems in our town, in our city and state. Charlie said here in Alabama, you don't have to have a license. The world almost over. Come on now. It's almost over, y'all. Come on. But hey, we got to do better, y'all. I said love your kids and love yourself. And y'all know my motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody? You gonna love yourself.